Good evening, brothers and sisters. I'm just coming on here to make just another short video. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. I've already discussed this in a previous video, but what I want to stress out to you, the 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. Who is that people? 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. That people is Israel. The 70th week, the 7-year tribulation, Jacob's trouble is for Israel. It is for the Jews. It is for the brethren of Jesus. Jesus is a Jew. And they rejected him. They rejected him. And that 70 weeks were determined upon thy people. Many people say that we cannot know the day and hour that Christ will be coming. Now that is not true. Here the words, it says exactly 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. It is in the Bible, people. It is in the Bible. There is a curse being placed upon it so that people may not know. But people is too lazy to study. And it saddens my heart that the bride of Christ is not at rest. They are not at rest. They scurry like bees after every date. After every day. Now the third year is, let me put it here, is one group that believe October 31st, between October 31st and November is the rapture day. And they look at Brexit as the day. They look at as the Time magazines. They look at numbers. That is not, I'm coming from that in 2017, people. And I tell you, it was the most stressful year for me. And here one person says it the same. I'm literally getting sick to my stomach with tension. How does people live with themselves 1 month after each other? That is not watching. Watching is to be found worthy. Rest in the Lord. The day is known. It is 2020. There's another group that believe that the 9th, 777 days from the Revelation 12 sign, the woman in the sky, 9th of November is the D-Day. No. This is what it says. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. The rapture cannot happen at any day, at any time. It can happen only at its determined time, at its fixed time, at God's appointed time, people. It's going to be in the feast days. Jesus came exactly 30, that is 27 AD, in August. That's the time when he was baptized. That was 27 AD. Exactly on 31 AD, he was, 25th of April, he was crucified on the cross. Not a day later, not delayed, not any before or after. It was the determined date. There was Jesus said 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. It will not happen in January, it will not happen in November, and far more, it will not happen on Halloween, people. 70 weeks are determined upon Israel, upon thy people. And then a future 70th week or 7 years ending his second coming as the conquering king. From the decree day that don't have the scripture with me, but I'm going to give you the previous video. Every scripture is in there. It's from August, that is August 45 BC, was The decree date was the going forth date by Artaxerxes. And until that day, it was 69 weeks being fulfilled, of 483 solar years. Now what most scholars like Chuck Missler and the others do, they count it in lunar years, it's in prophetic years, and 360 days. It's not going to work, people. 705 BC, with Hezekiah, when he asked the Lord to change the sundial backwards, Hezekiah asked God to reverse the sundial. He said it will be too easy to forward it. And the time has been escalated so that it actually was running faster. And from from 70 BC, the calendars all changed to 365 days. But before that, it used to be a 360-day calendar. And people can't see it. But during the tribulation, that will change back again. Where, and I'll include that video as well, where God shortened, where Yeshua shortened the days by 8 hours, and we will have a 16-hour day. So you have to take that also into account. So 69 weeks are passed from August 457 BC to August 27 AD. Yeah, and then from 483, so it's 483 solar years. It's actually 490 days. 490 years are determined. 70 weeks. Or if you count it in Jubilee years, it's 500 years are determined years. Or 490 years if you count it in weeks or sevens, people. And those who say, yeah, the tribulation will only be 3.5 years, it's 7 years, people. All those 7 years is God's wrath. All those 7 years is God's wrath. So even what Satan does is, it is God's wrath, people. Don't make things complicated. Be simple. Simplify everything for those, for the lambs. Yeah. And that's future 70 weeks or 7 years, ending with his second coming as the conquering king, 27 AD. 27, there was a 2,000 years gap, a pause, literally a pause from August 27 AD until 2027 AD, when Jesus will return. That will be his second coming. The last 7 years play out from 2020 to 2027. Okay? So here, so last picture, the 70 weeks are determined upon thy people. This is just a picture ground. Now, what the 7 day Adventists do, they are correct in the date of 457 because that is a Jubilee year, and it took 50 years to build the next 407 to 408 was a Jubilee year, and Jerusalem was rebuilt in that time in troublous years, and. For 70 weeks, 490 years are determined upon thy people. And from that day, this is Daniel 9, 24 to 27. And another, you count another 62 weeks from 408 until 27 AD. That is when Jesus was baptized. And of course, in the middle of the week was cut off. Now the 7 days Adventists believe that week ends with Stephen's crucifixion. They don't believe in the last 7 year tribulation period. That at all. That is completely wrong. So it was cut also. That 7 years will be repeated. And the book of Revelation got all to do with those 7 years and what is going to happen in those 7 years. people, that is what I really want to say. Get rest, get your rest. Get your rest in the Lord. Because Daniel is very clear when it will occur. And please watch the previous video, No Man Knows a Day and Hour. And I also include the other videos for you to watch. Please share these videos. Please do subscribe to my channel and see prophecy being fulfilled on a daily basis. 70 weeks is a time frame, and that time frame ends 2027 AD. That is with Jesus' second coming. Okay, be blessed.